Is he backstage? Make sure he's not backstage because you leave people back there sometimes.
Welcome to Knowledge is Power Podcast Live with your host, Tony Redford, and my co-hosts, LaDonna Sherwood and Francis Lawkins.
Knowledge is Power Podcast Live starts now.
Popping again. We're popping again this evening. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Knowledge is Power Podcast Live. We are on our daily activity. And I have my co-host, LaDonna Sherwood. She made it on time today. Hello, Donna.
I sure did. Let's get that out. Let's straighten that out right now.
Yeah.
On-time performance. Thank you very much.
And I got
the lady that runs 2 companies, manages 2 kids, and takes care of everything in the community. Yes, I'm on time.
Well, I told you you're doing too much. You're doing too much. I got the roundtable crew, Trisha Primo and Terry Roy. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
And tonight, our guest is going to be, I got a Facebook user just text in and say, hey, by the way, if you are commenting on our comment box, please put your name there because we're going to have a big drawing tonight. I'm giving away 4 Houston Auto Show tickets. That's 4 tickets going to be given away tonight. Okay, so if you put anything in the comment box, put your name there. So when the drawing happens and you win, we know how to notify you. Okay, so thank you for the shout out because I can't see your name from here. It just says Facebook user, and you must be coming from one of our group pages. So hey, thank you for joining us. Tonight we're going to have Eugene Howard for Texas Congressional District for District 14. Okay. Okay. Lester Valerie. Okay. What's up, cuz? How you doing, babe? Good to see you. Glad you're here. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff tonight. And let's see here. I'm going to go to our there we go. All right. LaDonna, that's your shot, boo.
Knowledge is Power Podcast Live is a platform to share important information by educating Southeast Texas African American communities with valuable information on health, education, finance, politics, and business. We pride ourselves on keeping our hand on the pulse of this community and letting you know what is going on in and around the Golden Triangle.
All right. Knowledge is Power Podcast Live is on Facebook. Podcast page, and we also have our new Black Culture page. Knowledge is Power Podcast Culture page. You know, this is where a lot of things you can post your current events, just common announcements, and we try to keep it with more in tune with our Black culture. So, with that said, I want to also let you know that tonight we're going to be drawing for a free giveaway drawing at the end of each podcast by just commenting in our comment box. And if you are commenting from the Facebook group, please add your name in the comment box so that when the drawing at the end of the show, we'll know who is the winner. Okay. So now I'm going to I have another Facebook user that just said doing fine, great. Oh, that's you doing okay. That's Lester doing the same thing. All right. So tonight, our guest is going to be the Eugene Howard for Texas Congressional Seat District 14, but he's not here. Where is
he? He's running late, but while we're waiting on him, the Rainbow Push Coalition has partnered with Michael Cooper and the Church of I Am, and they've also partnered with Julco Farmers Insurance to set up free COVID testing sites Monday through Friday from about 8:30 to 5:30. We will be giving away free COVID tests. All you have to do is have a driver's license, state ID, or social security number. And we have plenty of tests. And we heard that there was a bunch of wet lines and waiting and can't get in the Walgreens and can't get in the CVS, and different places are packed and full or won't do it, and you want to go back to work and you can't go until you get a negative COVID test. Results are in as quick as 24 to 48 hours, and we are looking forward to just kind of helping out the community and making sure that you know your status. Like half of the battle is making sure that you know, are you COVID positive or negative? Do you have just the flu? Is it a cold? What's going on? I know that in the winter months, most of us have some sort of allergy or sinus, something to this effect. But with COVID, everybody kind of needs to get tested. So we want to be found ever present, doing whatever we can do in the community to kind of help out and lighten your load. So that's what we're doing. We got free COVID testing going on Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Two locations, 2204 Blanchard Street at the Church of I Am, and 3725 Stag Drive at Beaumont. Jewel Coat Farmers, that's right next to Capital One Bank. And then you can always reach out to me on Facebook if you need further information. My name is LaDonna Sherwood, of course. And so we're super excited about that because COVID testing is necessary right now. That's what we're going through.
I agree with you on that. And I got your flyer. I've got your flyer here. And so we're going to go back to you again. So I've got your flyer, and I'm going to post it up here in a second. As soon as I move this deal around. Let's see here. We got another. Okay. All right. Support the artists of Beaumont. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see. I got you there. I'm reading the comments on the comment box. So we're ready. So I guess our guest is here now. He's backstage. I'm going to bring him up. And hey, let's go here and let's say hello to Francis. She's here. I mean, she's
Hey.
kind of here. She half and half here.
Hello, everyone.
All right. Let's get started with our guest. Our guest tonight is Eugene Howard. Eugene, are you there with us?
I'm
Eugene,
here.
are you there with us?
Can y'all
All right,
hear me?
great.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, we
Can
sure
you hear me?
can. Yes, we can.
Great. Sorry, I'm driving, so that's why. But I'm here, ready to rock and roll.
All right. Well, LaDonna, you can lead the show.
Actually encompasses Congressional District 14. This is what we need to know. What area does that cover?
It covers Brazoria, Southern Endor County, starting from Angleton to the city of Angleton, all of Galveston County, Jefferson County, and a piece of Orange County, or maybe bigger than a piece. Those are for multi-district, multi-county district, excuse me. And so it's 4 counties that make up the district.
And so is District 14 currently going to be redistricted? Do you know?
It already has. All the redistricting has already taken place. So,
Okay. That's what I was wondering. Or is that set, or is that's actually something that's finalized?
Oh, that's said unless the Supreme Court unless they change the law, which is why we need our Congress to wake the hell up and pass these voting rights laws, because other than that, we up the creek. But it's in stone, and now they made it law in some places to disenfranchise people. So.
Let me ask you a question, Eugene. What prompted you to run for Congressional District 14? What is your motivation?
My motivation is, one, I'm an activist. I was the Missouri County president. I'm currently over criminal justice for the entire state of Texas for the NAACP. I come from a family of fighters and preachers. My great grandfather was a youth soldier. My family was the first freed black family to settle in Texas after the Civil War. And right now, with my work in activism, it required me and other leaders to go speak to those lawmakers and ask for them to put their attention and their help. And I just said, to hell with that. No one's going to come save us but us. So I decided to run for Congress. And so that was a motivating. 14 is really bad because 14 is really taking advantage of. It doesn't get a lot of the spotlight that a 22 or maybe 8 or 9, where because Randy Weber is not so publicly in the face of red meat, but he is still the same as the others. And for example, 14 has 33% more likely to have the constituents have cancer than anywhere else in the state of Texas, because of all the region stuff that's going on with the whether it be power plants, all of those things. Hello?
You're still there with us?
Oh, I just heard the phone. And I was like, it's like, okay, so
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
so yeah, so those are the okay, no problem. That was the motivating factors of why I run for, since I'm a fighter, family fighters, and spiritually and physically, mentally, it's in my blood. And I believe right now, very few generations are afforded the opportunity of defending freedom in its hour of danger. And when we look around in Texas, whether you be a woman, a person of color, or someone who's interested in democracy, the vote, they are literally attacking that full on. So we need a fighter, and that's why I decided to throw my hat in the ring.
So, Eugene, you've been talking about this for a while, and we missed you the last time, but you're back with us. You're now running. Decided you're going to run. So, who is your? You're running the primaries, correct? And who else is running at the particular district?
I would just tell you people to go look him up. I don't mention in my primary opponent's name, but just for that, it is Michael Williams. Go do your own research on that. I really don't have too many comments for him, but that is who I am in the primary with.
Okay. Terry.
Okay, I got a question for him. The district that he's running for is pretty close to 1 million people that he's gonna have to represent. What specifically about Beaumont is on his agenda, and what does he have planned for this particular city?
Well, as a federal person, all I could do is I wouldn't be involved in city government. That's where the reach happens. Like, see, executive, whether it be the mayor, the council, the commissioners, and so forth, they make decisions for the local city. What I can do from that end is provide the funding from the federal government, whether it be projects, whether it be roads or whatever that the city might need. That is something I do think that not only Beaumont, but the whole district needs is better infrastructure. And that's something I would invest in, whether it be broadband, whether it be better access to roads, better roading, all those new innovative things that we can do to not only our environment but be more conducive to the people. So for Beaumont in particular, with the reach I would have, I can't make any empty promises because I understand how civics work. I can use influence, but the decision ultimately will come down to the council and the mayors on what happens locally for the city. But I want to make sure that the city has the funding and has the ability to get funding and federal help in time that the mayor or council, would ask for it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I was wondering how, what steps are you going to take to ensure that happens?
That'd be one. That would be the first thing is ensuring that the funding comes down to Beaumont's region, to Beaumont City. Like as a representative, you can tell whether it be the president or the federal government where you want them to invest the funds that they're allocating towards your region at. That's the privy that I would have as congressman.
And I was just about to say, Eugene, not to cut you off, give us a little breakdown of what it is that your congressional representative does for the layperson that may not understand quite what are we voting for you for? What types of initiatives and policies and things do congressional representatives, what do they actually handle and do on a day-to-day basis? Say, for an example, where a lay person can kind of understand what the job entails.
Great question. So it's very simple. It's not very complicated. Congressperson, whether they be congressman, congresswoman, they're lawmaker. So they vote and make laws. That is their job. And through their job, they're planning on some committees, and the committee assignments dictate, and that's done by the White House and by the party. So right now, like for the House, it would be Jeffries, and for the Senate, it would be, well, for the House to be Pelosi, excuse me, Nancy Pelosi. For the Senate, be here with Hakeem Jeffries for the Senate. And they would, or Chuck Schumer, excuse me, for the Senate. And so that's where they would determine how they can best divvy out your responsibilities. But the thing that you do as an everyday person is, for instance, if you have a constituent that needs federal government or just needs help in general, I will always make sure if you were called office, that you would get a return immediately or as fast as we can. But just breaking down their lawmakers, and they approve where funding goes in their district. Those are the two big things that the
Now,
lame
can you
person
give
can
us a
understand
little
without
bit
getting
of some things that our current or former congressional District 14 representatives have done, or maybe have alluded to, that have harmed us or
great.
helped us,
So,
or things of that nature? Maybe
yeah.
you can shed some
So
light on some things that he's done in the way of promoting or detracting away from us as citizens or constituents and things of that nature. Can you help us?
yes, great question. Thank you for asking me that. One, he voted against the. I mean, it has stopped now, which is stupid, in my opinion. But he voted no against the child tax credit. So for the last 7 months before it ended in December 31st, if you were getting that extra sum of money that the government was giving for your children for child tax credit, he voted no against that. For the infrastructure bill, the bipartisan infrastructure bill, the people know about the Build Back Better, the BBB plan, that had $13 billion coming to Texas. $13 billion, and he voted no. He didn't want us to get that money. And so he doesn't want the infrastructure. And of course, he had voted no for the voting rights. So those are three things that he has recently done. If you care about your children, he voted no to helping you maintain you and your children's well-being. He voted no for the infrastructure that will provide the money that will be allocated to roads, to broadband, to housing, to recovery from pandemic, all of those things. He voted no against. He also voted no
Can
just
you give me a
recently
little bit of
on
information on some of the things that he had to be involved with, the big lie, the big hoax that we're going through with January 6th? I heard. Well, I mean, you
well,
tell us.
yeah. Well, so I went to his office to bring light. I had a press conference, me and some others in front of his office. Well, he voted to not certify the election,
Mm-hmm.
which means he voted not to say that the president won. So he voted. So if you voted for Biden, then he wanted to say your vote didn't count. He also has doubled down on this past January 6th, on the anniversary, and said that these are fine patriots protecting the Constitution, and that is a bunch of bullshit. And we all know it. I can even be more politically correct than that. They were not protecting the Constitution. They were going against the Constitution, which is against his oath. This man has aligned himself with Donald Trump, and he is going with whatever the Trumpers say. And they believe that January 6th was a tourist event, or Antifa infiltrated it, whatever. But he's a very big January 6th insurrectionist. I call him insurrectionist because that's what he is, and he supports them, and he's put down. He's even taken one of the people with him down to the border to be a quote-unquote translator to tell the English people what the Mexicans are saying. And I just believe that that wasn't in goodwill either.
Guys, do y'all have any other questions?
I do, and you may have gone over this a little bit before I logged in, but can you tell me just a general? I have a general question. How does your congressional position work along with the Texas State House of Representative?
I mean, it's a working relationship, but we don't partner on legislation, or we don't partner like there. That's the state. That's Austin. That's the state capital, and then it's federal. So it would be, federal government. So we can work hand in hand. Like for instance, if we have funding coming, I can talk to the representative from the area that I represent, 14 residents for county. So I could talk to the state representatives and say, hey, we want to get this funding here. Where your region, like, what do you feel like is most effectively used? Where could it be more effectively used? But as far as us like working together, unless we're all trying to get voter rights passed, it doesn't work. Which is why, unfortunately, if you see when the Texas delegation fled to Washington, nothing happened, and
Mm.
now we're on this like voter rights out in Washington with the Texas delegation in July and August when we were getting arrested in front of the White House to try to bring attention to voting rights, and they didn't want to move because they were too worried about the infrastructure plan. And remember at that time it was one big plan. They hadn't decided to break it up like the white moderates wanted them to do, and so that's what we got kind of lost the voting rights to the people while we elected Joe Biden and Kamala Harris kind of got put on the back burner for this infrastructure bill. So that's where the frustration comes, even from the state reps that they were there pleading, asking Joe Biden to meet with him. The president wouldn't meet with him. So it's kind of like it just depends on what relationship and what administration had power at the time.
Your connection is a little shoddy. Or can you get somewhere where you're not breaking up as much?
Okay, I can try. All right. Is it any better? Or is it still breaking up? Oh, hello?
Yes, we can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, it's still breaking up, or are we fine now?
You're fine.
Okay, so yeah, so that's how it would work. That's how we work with the state reps. But as you see, the state of Texas doesn't want to work with federal government if it's under Democratic administration. They didn't want to. He didn't want to work with President Obama, and they're not working with President Biden.
Wow.
So I'm sorry, I was having a hard time hearing you. Maybe you've already covered this, but it was hard to hear. What is your plan for businesses?
So I want to subsidize, like especially entrepreneurship. We just had Dr. King's birthday celebration on Dr. King Day yesterday, and one thing he said in 1967 was that when our European counterparts came to America, they were undergirded with subsidies. But when black folks ask for subsidies, they call it welfare. So one thing we can do is subsidize our entrepreneurship, which is going to drive our local, state, and federal economy. Strengthen people restricted businesses so they can have the economic freedom to raise the minimum wage, right? So if they have fun, they can pay the people more. People can have a better quality of life, excuse me. And so that is my plan for that.
I see here that you say jobs and justice. You kind of broke down jobs. Tell me about the justice portion of this mission statement.
Well, justice. As a black man living in America, I can, we have a very big sample size of injustice. So when I say justice, I mean criminal justice reform, police reform, environmental justice, judicial reform, bail reform. We need to just be a more just society. We need to make better laws. We need to criminalize addictions and put them in the mental health category or wellness that it needs to be. We need to stop handling addictions with arrest, and we need to have more police reform, and that's one of the things I'm very proud of in Missouri County. Only place in the country where we have the law enforcement agencies agreed to 26 reforms that have been on the books for a little over a year now, which is like one of my proud achievements during my administration. And so that is what I would talk when I say about justice. We need educational, judicial, criminal justice reform, police reform, bail reform. We need to be a more just society, and we need to decriminalize whether it be marijuana. Well, yeah, we do need to decriminalize marijuana, but we need to stop making addiction a crime. And we need to start treating it like a health. They do with the opioid crisis, and that because they have lobbyists in Washington that make marijuana illegal, but opioids, which is cocaine, legal. So that's why we need to get that under control.
Does anybody else have a question? I have one, but I don't want to steer the conversation. Okay, well, my next question is about teachers and education. I'm having the darndest time with feeling like teachers are underpaid, they're under-recognized, they are underappreciated, and all the while the children are getting more and more unruly and unmanageable, unthankful, unholy, and ungodly. I can't even express it. Tell me what you think that we should be doing, maybe on the federal level. As far as where you're headed, for our teachers and our students, and the future of our nation as a whole. Give me some information on education.
Well, I was educated before I got into my activism role, and before I started running for Congress, I was a special needs educator before I and Houston ISD, which I worked in with the kids with disabilities in the behavioral classroom for children who couldn't be in gen ed, which is general education, or just a regular classroom. So one, we need to just immediately raise the teachers' salary. And that can be done. That can be done on the federal level. They can make the federal government can say teacher salaries start at $100,000. I don't think that's overreach. I live with an educator. I was educated myself. A majority of the time, teachers are burnt out because they're using their own money to get supplies and get things that they need. They don't have the resource and support that they need. And unfortunately, during this time, whether it be CRT or whether it be the COVID response, it's putting that much more pressure on teachers to perform. And like, for instance, here locally in the Greater Houston area, Houston ISD has told teachers that they've told parents that to send your kids to the school even if they have the virus. And it's like, and that just becomes a.
I'm sorry,
attention.
I can't hear you. You said that they're telling people what? Your phone is breaking up real bad. Say that again.
They said they're telling people to send their children to school even if they have the virus. Even if they have the virus, they still want them to send them to school because of the laws, right? And if they don't send them to school, Abby said he's not going to give them funding, and he's not going to unlock the federal funding. So,
yeah, I'm having a real hard time with teachers and students. I need somebody. I don't need to elect another person that's not going to take educating these kids and getting the teachers what they need seriously. Like, I can't take you seriously if you or nobody else for that matter that can't understand what I'm saying on teachers, because to me they are modern day saints. When you say they take their own money to fund things, that's an understatement. They playing nurse, they playing mental health counselor, they playing all kind of roles that I don't even know. I tip my hat off to them. So congressionally and on a federal level, I think that you're right. The federal government needs to step up. Now, on another note, I like to talk about healthcare briefly because we're finding that now that COVID is in the mix, you have some of these healthcare providers and different things. We don't know if this is going to be as preconditions or not conditions, or what are they going to say? The whole world's going to have COVID, I'm guessing, before it's over. And we need to make sure that people have access to affordable health care that's um um worthy of, I mean, not just cheap. I don't know what the word I want to use. I'm saying
Quality
affordable
health care.
that's up to the level, not just subpar, whatever you could get. We're just gonna shuffle some shit your way. I'm talking about access to good, affordable health care that is going to cover families and people that are in need, right? I mean, we need to talk about this because Obamacare did one thing and then they didn't want it. Now we see an influx in Obamacare, but I think we're seeing a slip in
I
the
don't think
services provided and the
he's
things
there.
offered. I think he might have left me.
I don't think he's there.
Hey man, I'm going because I'm trying to find out what's going on.
Okay, wait a minute. I think he's trying to get back in again. Let's see here.
Okay.
Yep. And he's having problems. Like he's having problems with connection. I'm looking at it right now. So anyway, guys, we appreciate your help and assistance tonight. We got a little bit out of what we need to get out of him. It's about 31 minutes past the hour, and we want to just thank everybody who was listening to again. Next week, next Sunday, our next guest is going to be. Let me go to the banner and see who it's going to be. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. The next,
Whatever it was, Lord, you was on it on camera.
yeah, did it on camera. Listen, our next
That was
guest, son. Our next guest, son. I'm eating popcorn and drinking a little something here. A little. Okay. No. It's just what is this? It's some kind
You
of
know what? You
huckleberry.
wait until this show every
Huckleberry
time to eat your dinner, have your snacks, whatever
No.
you doing. You know what? I'm gonna ban you.
I saw a chicken wing.
Oh Lord, I am so glad Old Soul Laughing is on with us on YouTube.
Yes.
I have 2 tickets for Old Soul Laughing. I need your information, Old Soul. I'm
Tony,
gonna-
you and I will talk after the show because that's my mother.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Old Soul. Listen, guys,
Hey, mama.
we're gonna have our guest next week. Going to be on Sunday, Christian Manuel, who is running for the Texas House of Representatives District 22. He's going to be our guest this Sunday coming at 7:00. So those who are listening or watching, hey, give us a holler, okay? So all right. So I'm going to try to do this again. I feel like I don't have anybody that I only have 2 drawings. 2 people has dropped their comments in the comment box to draw. So I guess we'll see who it is, and we're gonna try this drawing right here. Let's see here. I know what I'm doing this time. Pow.
Yeah, it was hard for me to get anything out of what he was talking about because
Yeah,
it
it's
was
extremely
so
hard.
bad.
Yeah, it was so bad.
I didn't get anything out of it. So
Mm-hmm. I didn't get very much out of it, but
but he represents he represents a lot of people. So like 700, 800,000 people. That's in
Right.
14. So
he needs to let us know what he's going to be doing. So let me get our deal up here again. Let's see here. Am I on the screen?
Yes, we can see it, but we can't. I mean, I guess when you hit that blue box, it's gonna do something.
Okay, let's see what happens. Is doing anything?
Hit it,
No.
Tony. Hit the box.
Okay, let me get the box.
Wow! Congratulations, Tony.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to work on this. I'm gonna have to work
There
on
it
it. There we
is.
go. There we go.
Oh my goodness, it's my husband and my mother.
Damn it! All of y'all are going somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got 6 tickets.
All right, she got 6 tickets. Well, yeah. And make sure y'all get these tickets. That show starts on this weekend. Does it? No, on the 26th. From the 26th
Where is it to? Tell us
at,
again.
in NRG Center.
Okay.
What is it?
The auto show. As a matter
Oh
of
yeah.
fact, they merged it together with the boat show too. So there's going to be a lot of going on there at the
I'm
NRG
surprised
Center.
they're still having it.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
am too. So
Shocked.
Well, that's because they don't care.
that's it. So
You
anyway,
COVID if you want to. It doesn't matter. Put your mask on and keep going, darling.
yeah. So what? Tell me now. So I still have y'all on the phone here. I mean, on the phone. So I still have y'all on here. Tell me what is. Tell me a little bit about the. Let's tell our audience a little bit about the testing because I've got that up here right here. There we go.
So Rainbow Push Coalition, in connection with the Church of I Am and Space Center Laboratories, I think it's Space something Laboratories. They are doing free COVID testing, and we know that a lot of people are having trouble getting those COVID tests. They got to go back to work, or maybe they already had COVID, but they can't go back without a test and blah, 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 and all of this and that. And a lot of places are inundated or the line is around the corner. This is to alleviate some of that pressure. So we created 2 testing locations. I'm overseeing those testing locations at the Church of I Am. That's Michael Cooper's church at 2204 Blanchard. And then at my office, outside of my office, because I'm located in Gateway, well, sort of near Gateway, next to the old movie theater in Roomba, we're going to offer free COVID testing. So you don't have to be going all over the world or waiting a week or can't get in for this many days and all of this and that or sitting in line. Today, there was no line. There was no waiting. It's free. All you need is a driver's license or social security card, Texas state ID, whatever you have to prove that you are who you say you are.
Now, LaDonna, how long will these testing centers be open?
These testing centers will be open until our tests are gone.
Oh, okay.
We have a bunch of tests. Okay?
And these are rapid tests?
No, ma'am. These are 24 to 48 hour results.
Okay.
That's the best kind.
Through your email. Right, correct. So what we realized was those rapids are not
accurate.
No.
Performing efficiently for what we need to do. And we need to have more accurate results in Texas.
Yeah, get PCR tests.
We're doing the PCR test. We have to send it to the lab, get the lab results back. But our lab is not really inundated with tests, so it's taking from 24 to 48 hours. On the long side, it may be 3 days, but not more than that. Okay, so we're not talking about a week or this or that, or you can't get in for 2 days and all of that. So that's the blessing of what we have going on. And I am just super excited to be a part of this project because my son, say for an example, baseball team, damn near the whole team got COVID. And then I was talking to some family members, and then some of my office staff had COVID. And then, so what I'm saying is, and some people that may have been having COVID didn't even know they had COVID, and then that was some more shit. So I feel like at the very least, you could be tested for COVID. You can know if you need to be staying away from people. Right now, they done lowered the isolation period down to 5 days, so then you can come and get retested, okay? Because it's free. So you might test positive for COVID, you might be negative in 3 to 5 days. I don't know, however they got it going. Come get you another COVID test. It's free. I can't say that enough. Okay, come on down and get the free COVID test. And we have 2 locations. Put the other location up, Tony. That's at the Church of I Am. That is 2204 Blanchard Street. But put the other one up.
I don't have a 1 location, sweetie.
I sent you 2. But anyway, the other one is at Dual Code Farmers Insurance.
What's the address, LaDonna?
3725 Stag Drive.
You can't miss it. It's in the parking lot.
Right. It's right next to the Roomba, the Capital One Bank.
Across from Cons?
Across from Cons, correct. And I am looking forward to just helping out in the community. You know me, in any way that I can. I'm going to be found doing something to help the people find out what they need to know.
Yeah, but if you can get a PCR test for free, you doing good.
Yeah, that's why I say. Tell them again.
That's regular $200. That's regular $200.
Now, is that the test that you need to go travel, that you use for travels?
That's the best one to get. That's rapid test.
Because they were looking for him last week.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've been hearing people, and that's why
They were looking.
I kind of pushed them to bring it to Beaumont. They was like, we're going to do it in Houston. If this isn't, I said, baby, y'all need to come to Beaumont and Port Arthur. We need this over at Beaumont and Port Arthur. And so
Yes.
I'm so glad. I mean, I don't want to waste these people's time. So I do want people to come and get tested. It's free. Come on.
It's completely free, correct? Because when it was in Houston, it wasn't completely free. I sent my boss.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I can't stress that enough. Go ahead, Trisha, tell them again. Terry, I'll tell them it's the good one.
Yeah, if you get the PCR.
I sent my boss to Houston to get one because he needed to go on a trip, a plane, and they ended up sending him a bill.
Because you'd be amazed at the people that actually have it, that got those rapid, and then they go and get a PCR test, and you find out the real deal.
Right.
That's why it's spreading so much, because a lot of people are getting rapid.
Right. And they're thinking that they're negative, and they're not. They're shedding.
It's like, I think it's like 62% accurate.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's a low average. Even though it may seem like it's high, it's not. So.
Right. And so we're doing.
But everybody got to do what they have to do. So.
Right. And we want to be found, doing good for goodness sake. It ain't nothing we ain't get. I mean, me personally, I'm getting nothing out of it. I just want to be able to help people get what they really need. Because that rapid test is telling you negative, and then you go home and infect somebody, and your family member don't recover like everybody else is recovering. It takes one in your family. Then you like, damn, was I the reason? Did I do this? You don't want to having that on your, you want to be that one when you could have stayed home for a week and help somebody to live,
Whew. Well, we got that out the way. Guys, I'll see you guys, let's see, on Sunday, 7 o'clock. Kristen Manuel be our guest, and I'll have you some literature sent to you earlier so we can be ready and prepared for it. And I want to thank everybody who stopped by and listened to us or will listen to us later on. We thank you. Come back again. And of course, we're going to let you know that our Facebook page and our social media page are brand new again, because that's was hacked. So I had to start all over again. So we got to build that audience back up again, guys. All right. Anything else we got to talk about before we go?
Go get that PCR test.
Coming up. Let's get that straight. Everybody will be voting. I will be contacting your phone. You can look forward to that. You already know I'm getting ready to get y'all straightened out.
Are you going to be on a ticket at some point soon? Why aren't you running?
Listen, Trisha, you know what? I see.
Inquiring minds want to know.
No, I'm not running for anything, but I will be found pushing people to the polls. I know that much. This time, the last time I got 200 people. This time I decided I'm going to double it. So when you see me on your phone, or on your Facebook, or in your messenger, I had one lady, and I know we're overtoning, but I want to say this. I had a lady, she was like, that's stupid. I'm not sending you my sticker because what is the point of that? I said it's solidarity, okay? It's showing other people that when you voted, you might encourage somebody else to vote. They may say because you did it, they may do it too. So when you see me hitting your phone and messaging your page, it's not about me. It's about the other people that you may inspire, that you may encourage by looking at your face, and they may see you and see their self in you. And they may say, well, if they're doing it, it's the right thing to do, and I should do it too. That's the only thing that it's about. The pictures are only about showing people, you know what I mean? Sometimes people want to do what other people are doing. Y'all know what I'm saying? If they think it's in the in crowd, they into it, okay? So I want to show them that everybody is in. And it's a push for solidarity. It doesn't matter about your party affiliation. It doesn't matter who you vote for. I don't care nothing about that. I'm working on get out the vote. All I want you to do is go and do it.
And feel free. The Facebook group page that I have, use it, please, because that's what I wanted. I want to promote voting. I don't care who you vote for. Just go vote, because it's important.
That's right. That's correct.
That's correct. Yeah. Now, true enough, I have my opinions. Don't get me wrong. You might get a little of that in there, but that's not what it's about. It's really just about you showing up, and I will be hitting your phone. I will be hitting your line. Okay, everybody in my Facebook, it's 5,000 of y'all. Y'all can look for me. 500 of y'all for sure. I'm on y'all picture.
Hey, LaDonna, do me a favor. I want to show you something.
What, boo?
Look down at the end of your screen, down to the bottom of your screen. You see it says Cam and Mike.
Yes.
All right, I want you to click that.
Okay.
Okay. You
Okay.
see it? And then it shows you, see where it says virtual background?
Yes.
Click that.
Okay.
All right, you see down at the bottom?
Wait,
see,
it says hold heads up. The green screen feature uses a bit
go,
more
go down
computer.
to go down to the bottom. You see
Okay.
our logo.
No, I don't see it. It says none. No virtual backgrounds, background. It's got a
Okay.
house or upload background.
Okay. Well, okay. What I'm gonna do? You see the house?
Yes.
All right. Click the house.
Okay.
You click the house.
It's thinking. Okay,
all right,
there you
the living
go.
room. Okay. Now, what
Oh,
I'm
baby,
gonna.
they gave me somebody else's house.
I know. But what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send you our
Looks
logo.
like my piano back there.
I'm gonna send you our logo. So when you upload the logo to the background, then you'll have the same background that I have.
Okay, send it to me now, Tony, so that I can have it on my house computer. Okay.
Yes.
Send it to me now. Oh, baby, you trying to get me up today?
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out a little bit.
And let me tell y'all, I am super excited about this voting cycle right here because I feel like it's a lot on the line and we can impact some change. So all I can say
Well, it's a lot
is
of people that don't know what we're voting for. They don't know.
Really?
This is what I'm saying. I'm trying to. Another thing that I will be doing, Tony, I'm glad you did this. Another thing that I will be doing is hosting a forum so that people can find out who's running, why they're running, what are they running for, what area are they running in, all of these things. And sometimes you just got to make it plain, well, fool, they're not area. You know, sometimes you get these people and they're talking all over your head, or you think they're state representative or congressional district representative, whatever it may be. You think it's some far off mystical thing, and it's not. When we start explaining it to you, you can understand that these people are the people that are creating the policies and legislation that is affecting your day-to-day life. And except you get involved, honey, they doing whatever the hell they want to with you.
Right. Well,
so,
let's finish this
no
up Sunday.
Votes, no boys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you guys on Sunday, 7:00. And good night.
Thank you for watching Knowledge is Power Podcast Live. Be sure to like and subscribe to all Knowledge is Power social media pages.